Hello friends, welcome to our channel Knowledge Amplifier, and in this particular video I am going to discuss how we can apply mean shift clustering algorithm for image segmentation, right? And that is exactly same how we have used for image segmentation using k-means clustering algorithm. Same concept, same fundamental idea, just instead of k-means you have to use the mean shift cluster user defined function, which I have already discussed in my previous video. Okay, so first thing, read one image, CLC, clear all, close all, warning of, all these things you can write. Okay, then RGB image. Okay, one color image I am reading, which is papers.png, already available in MATLAB database itself. You no need to take explicitly. So if I just do evaluate selection, I hope you have seen this particular image multiple times. Now we will be segmenting this particular image. Segmentation means, as you know, that I am having one complete image, I will be dividing that into small parts, and on each small parts, after segmentation we can do some processing. Okay, right? So this is called kind of post processing. So first image pre-processing, then segmentation, then post processing, and then drawing some conclusion. This is what is the complete image processing project life cycle all about. Okay, now here we have taken color image, which is quite clear. So we'll be extracting red channel, green channel and blue channel separately, and we'll be using these different values of these three channels, pixel values we'll be considering as features. Okay, so red channel, as you know, the format for color image in MATLAB is RGB. So first one is red channel, next one is green channel, next one is blue channel, and I am taking all the pixels of each channel. I am making one single column using that and converting to double, because by default this image is an unsigned integer 8-bit representation, and if you are going to implement any mathematical operation, always it is suggested that you convert to double, because unsigned integer 8-bit representation never follow the normal procedure. It never consider negative value, as you know, like that things. Okay, so I am converting double and I am getting my data. Now the next this particular piece of code I have just simply taken from my previous discussion, where I have discussed color image segmentation using k-means clustering algorithm with complete MATLAB code. Okay, see here, red channel, green channel, blue channel separately we have extracted and then created one single matrix, converted to double, and see here the same kind of code I have taken here. Just little bit modification is here we have this particular code we have used k-means, considering number of clusters as 5, because as you know that in k-means first we need to specify how many clusters we want to create, but in case of mean shift clustering it is not at all required. Mean shift clustering will basically form as many number of clusters as the dense region present in my data, right? Okay, cool. So here see how I have written the code. Mean shift cluster is the function. Then, as you know, in this particular function we have to send the data in transpose order. Like normally what for applying any machine learning model, we consider individual columns as our input feature, different features, and rows as single data point. But here transpose format we have to give, because the function is written in such way. Okay, then 10, this 10 is what? 10 is nothing but our radius, we can say, that which has to be considered for mean shift clustering. And 0 means we don't want to visualize the data. If you can specify this one if you want visualization, but we want to explicitly visualize in using our own code, so I am keeping this as 0. Okay, now this particular part, so see here, just try to relate with this particular code, just try to understand. See here we have taken mn equal to k-means data and number of clusters, that is k value we are passing, as simple as that, and internally it implements k-means plus algorithm, right? I hope you know, I have already discussed what is the advantage of k-means plus algorithm, which is basically selects the random initial data points in a smarter way than original normal k-means. That's all the difference. Okay, and what is the smarter way, what is the algorithm, I have also discussed. Now what is m and what is n in k-means? M is basically indexes and n is basically cluster centers. But here in this particular inbuilt function, the first output parameter is cluster center, next one is indexes. So I have reversed the order, n m I have written, so that you can just compare with the previous code and you can get familiar with this particular code easily. And not required, third parameter is not required, so I am writing not required only. Now cluster centers I'll be getting whatever, as I have discussed earlier while discussing implementation of mean shift clustering in MATLAB. I have told you that we have to take transpose, so we are doing that, and reshaping the M matrix, okay, that is indexes, okay, and these indexes will be mapping to the corresponding cluster center intensity, pixel intensity, okay. So we are reshaping, okay, same code like we have used here. See, reshape M comma size of RGB image comma 1 comma size of RGB image comma 2. Here also reshape M transpose. If you want, you can take M also, no problem in this particular case, because like here I can show you, suppose my M, which is basically indexes that each data point is belonging to which cluster. Suppose I am getting like this 1 2 3 4 5 6, okay, 6 elements present. Now I am using reshape of M comma 2 comma 3, okay. Suppose we want to map this particular single vector, that is row vector in this particular case, to 2 comma 3. If we run, we will be getting this kind of data. But suppose my M is column vector, okay, then also if we apply reshape, see, same output we are getting because of the algorithm how reshape works, which I have already discussed while discussing image segmentation using K-means algorithm, right? So it does not matter whether you are taking M transpose or M here, right? We are reshaping, then n equal to n by 255, same like here we have done n equal to n by 255, and the last 3 lines also same thing I have taken here, right? Now let's start with very big value. Suppose I am considering 60 as radius for our mean shift algorithm implementation. So recall the theoretical discussion that if radius is more, number of clusters going to be formed is lesser, okay. So as a result, what will happen? More image compression will occur and lesser number of clusters going to be formed, okay. So let's check. So it will be taking some time, and see here we are getting this kind of result, okay. So this is one with our radius as 60. For comparison purpose, what I will be doing, let me just take a snip of this. Just for comparison purpose I am taking, okay. Now this time I am taking 10 as radius. So radius decreased, that means there are more number of clusters going to be formed, and if more number of clusters going to be formed, obviously the image will try to take the color or try to move towards the exact shape. Like here you can see that you can understand this is our original image and this is our compressed image after applying image segmentation. You can clearly understand that, okay, yes, you can clearly understand that here actually very less color contrast is there, only green color coming. All these kind of red shade color are mapped to red, and this background is this kind of color is coming, right, and white color for onion and like these things, right. Now I have decreased the radius, so more number of clusters going to be formed, and let's check now. So this time it will be taking more time to compute obviously than earlier, because you have reduced the radius, so more cluster, more computation. I hope you can relate with the algorithm. So let's wait for that. By this time you can take a cup of coffee or tea, whatever you want, or just wait. And see, here we have got our result, and you just try to understand. See, now you can relate what I wanted to discuss. Let me make this smaller. Okay, here like this way. Okay, right. See, this was our with higher radius. Now we have lowered the radius, so more cluster has formed, and if you compare, see, now this time the segmented image has many different distinct pixels, we can say, right. So this is the intuition of changing the radius. I hope you can understand. Okay, because many clusters, lesser radius means many clusters going to be formed. So for each cluster having different pixel intensity, and all the data points which are belonging to that particular cluster will be mapped to the cluster pixel intensity. And as there are many cluster pixel intensity for lower radius, so different colors you are getting here. But in this particular case, as the radius is very big, as a result lesser number of clusters going to be formed. So all the pixels which are belonging to one particular cluster, when they are mapped to the corresponding cluster pixel intensity, lesser number of distinct color present after segmentation. And this is all about our mean shift clustering. The idea is completely same as we have discussed our k-means algorithm. Just instead of k-means function, you have to use this one. Don't forget to transpose the data and send that. And in k-means, first output parameter is indexed, and second one is basically my cluster center pixel intensity. But in this particular user defined function, first one is cluster center pixel intensity, which you have to must transpose before using, and the second one is the index values, right? This is what changes you need to keep in your mind. And the code I'll be posted in the description box or in the comment section. Anytime if you want, you can go through that and explore. So I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you find this video helpful, then please like, share and comment. Subscribe my channel if you have not subscribed till now, and don't forget to press the bell icon to get the notification of my latest videos. Thank you.